Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Salam sejahtera. Salam One Malaysia. Hi, my name is Johan Arif Wazifi bin Jalas. We deliver the news today from Buletin, Palatau. What is on the news today? Today is a very difficult day for us to share, especially those who are affected due to the floods that hit not only the Klang Valley but several states as well as involved. So far, 9 states in Malaysia have been involved in the flood. The lightning flood disaster that affected the states involved is very dangerous. The authorities advise us to always be alert and always take care of ourselves. The authorities are still carrying out rescue work so far for the flood victims, such as providing assistance in terms of food and equipment. For example, rice, bread, mineral water, blankets, and safety jackets. We hope the rescue mission can run smoothly and that everything is in good condition. The latest development is the flood that hit Shah Alam Selangor recently. The flood incident occurred around section 25 and section 13 of Shah Alam. Some areas have been flooded with water to a height between 1 meter to 2 meters. This flood occurred due to heavy rain that did not stop for several days. This causes many low areas to be flooded quickly. The problem of clogged drain has also worsened the situation. Residents of the area did not expect their housing areas to be affected by flood because flood rarely occur in their areas. Therefore, the residents of the area did not ready to face such situation. Dangerous level, rescue residents instructed area residents to pack important and valuable items to move to a safe place. Children are prohibited from playing with flood water. The authorities have instructed all residents involved in the flood to move to evacuation centers until the flood reduces. Several evacuation centers have been opened in areas affected by the flood. At the evacuation centers, flood victims are supplied with food, clothes, and blankets. The residents of the area are expected to suffer large losses as a result of flood damage to furniture, house, crops, and food. We are grateful that so far no case of loss of life have been reported. The state government will contribute a little financial assistance to reduce the burden of flood victims. Additionally, nation's people are advised to be always prepared and aware of flood conditions that may occur in other states in Malaysia. Thank you for watching. Before we disperse, I'm Johan Arif Wazifi bin Jalas. Thank you for tuning in and Safety Malaysia. Thank you.
Food for orphans and Asnaf Tafis, senior citizens, homeless, and women's shelters in Shah Alam and Klang is made every Thursday and Friday. The fire of hell with alms. The essence of infaq and alms that we give in the way of the Creator is for ourselves, not for others. What we give to others is returned to ourselves. Your Friday is increasingly blessed with alms. There will come a time we will all be gathered in the field of Masha by bringing all the good deeds we do on this world to be offered before Him. In a situation where we are confessed of the many good deeds we have done without us realizing it, may be that those deeds have been corrupted by the nature of repulse, wujud, and other negative things. And Nabi ons instructed when we are about to be struck by the fire of hell at the time, then thin it with the practice of charity, even if only a little. Let's increase charity even if the value is small. May this practice of almsgiving be our very from the fire of hell.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. Recently, Palatau TV has been shocked by a news about accident that occurred at 8:50 p.m. 26 June 2055. Last night, the accident occurred at the Metro Fulus Air Highway. The accident involving two colliding flying cars. The flying cars was branded Lamborghini and Lambertlah. At the moment, air officials have controlled the traffic of the airways, and the investigation into the crash is still in the hand of Air Police Department. As he was told by Superfly Officer Kiki Kaka, the accident occurred due to one of the flying car's owner named Siu had failed to handle his vehicle. Superfly Officer Kiki Kaka said the colliding is because abruptly a flock of birds was flying over there, and one of them being stuck in his engine. That caused some damage to his vehicle. Therefore, his vehicle entered the opposite lane. He also imitated telling that the weather that night was quite good and not the cause of the colliding. Both of the flying cars was driven at speed 1,000 km per hour. The accident had caused many other vehicles to be involved in the accident. Many of them is in very bad condition. Also, their vehicle was in very bad shape. All the victims were flown to Toronto Hospital for treatment and surgery purpose. But sadly, both of the driver died while on the way to hospital due to many internal bleeding and broken bones. That's all from me. Noniza Haris reported for Buletin Palatau.
Hello, Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera guys. So hari ni saya berada di Seksyen 7 Shah Alam. So kita berada di Cham House sekarang. Zoom sikit Cham House. Okay, so siapa yang nak datang berhampiran dengan Petronas Seksyen 7. So jom tengok apa yang ada kat Cham House ni. Kita ada ADI, green tea, coklat dan kita ada makanan juga, oden sini. Nampak So kita ada abang dia kat sini. Okay bang, hari ni abang nak buat apa bang? Abang air. Buat air apa bang? Air coklat. Air coklat. Okay, air coklat. So kat sini best selling apa bang? Green tea. Best selling kat sini green tea So jom kita dapatkan air green tea di Seksyen 7 Panas-panas macam ni kita minum air green tea memang mercik awam. Okay, stop. So ini cara pembuatan dia guys Okay, macam ni. Air coklat saya order. Memang mantap. Air coklat dah siap guys. Jom kita rasa Bismillah. Memang padu babe. Memang sedap. Jom kita dapatkan ramai-ramai di kedai Cham House Seksyen 7. Di Seksyen 7 berhampiran Petronas. So jom dapatkan. Panas-panas ni kita minum air. Okay guys. Ciao.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aidil from Palatau News TV. I would like to share about corruption nowadays, which is very much for profit. The topic is a disaster will continue to come as long as there is corruption. We should be able to control the dam system during floods because Malaysia has the advantage of controlling the dam channel during prolonged rainy season. Due to corruptions, also have responsible members do not control the situation is not good. Expect the help of the public who are very concerned. Selangor government SCOV Gana Batirau warned that the country will continue to be hit by natural disaster from time to time as long as corruption exists in Malaysia. He claimed the Malaysia was a failed state because of corruption at all levels. The main reason our country failed today is because of corruption. We have to admit it. It's as simple as that. He was still talking about development on a regular basis. We have a very qualified engineers. We send the engineers repeatedly to attend all sort of courses in England, courses in America. All the courses went, but the quality received from the planning itself was terrible. This happened because of corruption. As long as there is corruption, we will face disaster like now, he told Malaysia Kini. The Kota Kemuning Assemblyman said this when asked to comment on the suggestion of some leaders that should be an in-depth study to prevent any natural disaster in the future. The People Angel is speaking. Gana Bitirau said in the latest incident in Taman Sri Muda last weekend. Many people were killed due to floods, while others lose property or success in income. Some say Gana Batirau may be obtained after they have saved up frugally for a lifetime. Now, after what happened, he says suddenly some parties thought that there is a need for an in-depth study so that all developments involve the rival banks need to be taken care of. He said the area around Taman Sri Muda is quite sensitive and understood by all. It doesn't need a study. The issue here is corruption and lack of transparency. People, right, religion and race to establish themselves forever as leaders of a country, he said. Therefore, Gana Batirau said the hope that after this, when a contract of tender is awarded, it must be done transparently. Corruption and abuse of power can be a pandemic if it is not addressed effectively. We can see many countries in Africa and Asia, especially among developing countries that cannot escape the symptoms of corruption that have an impact on national development. Finally, among the adverse effect of corruption is that it can cause problems such as economic decline, injustice, neglect of public interest, and the punishment that awaits is severe and can eventually bring down a country. So much today. News report from me. Thank you for watching.